And Karsov kicks to Bogdanovich. Into Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And another shot. And the Nets miss again. And Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being... Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack. You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
It's Brown with the drive. The pass to Bogdanovich. Karsov dishes to Jordan. Here's Bogdanovich. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, one of the things the Knicks did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
With the Nets, they did make strong role players out of guys that Steve didn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Well, it gave them a lot of flexibility over the summer in terms of what they wanted to do personnel-wise. You never discount how much that can shape the future of a franchise. That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Pass to Karsov. It's Brown on the wing. Left side, Brown. Good on the shot. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. That's a 2 from Smith. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Here's Brown. The Clippers grab the miss.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
The shot's good from Aldridge.
You know, his shot's been pretty accurate today, but he has not had his usual share of opportunities.
Jordan with a screen on Rivers. It's Brown with the drive. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, and 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
16 seconds.
Outside, Pierce. Misses off the right iron.
You know, most good coaches will always tell you the first priority should be to get the ball inside and draw some fouls, especially when you've got the lead.
Well, it's one thing if you're just knocking down jump shots, but when you start missing, it's important, Clark. You've got to get the ball inside. I agree.
5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern. And I would say amen to that.
The net shooting not great, 40% for the game. Now Brown, and the rejection by Smith.
He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Here's Teletovic. Here's Brown. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Now he's missing a lot of shots out here. Offensively, he just has not been able to produce in this quarter.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Karsov passes to Jordan. The shot from the low post is good. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Pierce, here it goes. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Brown against Rivers. Brown kicks to Teletovic. Back to Brown. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And it's Brown missing.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack. Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
The big story from last year was that the NBA finally was able to come to an agreement with the Silna brothers. They were owners from the ABA who had a huge stake in the media rights of the NBA.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jefferson's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Williams in for Brown.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
A little bit closer to the win now, and they'll be halfway to a sweep of the season series once they wrap this one up.
That's right. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jay. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him.
Well, the Silna brothers out of St. Louis, they own the St. Louis franchise, and when the ABA and NBA merged, they cut a deal to get about 2% of the NBA's TV revenue with no end in sight.
And Kevin, one of the greatest deals in the history of deal making across all industries was that deal the Silver brothers made. But it has been negotiated away. And with the way the NBA has become a global phenomenon with televisions across the globe, that was the best deal, as I just said, ever made. I'm happy they were able to put a cap on that deal for the owners that are now in the NBA.
And I'd like to make the announcement now. We're changing our names. That's Clark Silna. I'm Kevin Silna. Goodbye, everybody. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. They put on a show.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Blake, it looked like you guys came out with a very defensive-minded approach, trying to limit their look